Hi guys, just running around here after a big thunderstorm in the high desert, and came to my mind that I had wanted to tell you about a couple of questions I got on the challenge that we started on Monday the 20th. One of them was if you could start late. Of course you can start anytime, because I'm just reminding you what you can do. You can do this kind of thing on your own anytime. We started on Monday. It's a health and life challenge to look over all the details finally of what you're doing every day, what you're eating and drinking and thinking and everything, you know, and see what you want to change in your life, what you want to achieve. If you want a support group, come to the club and we'll, you know, be able to interact about all these things a lot more freely than in the public forum. But you can do it on your own. You don't need me or anybody else, actually. We're just here to help you along. And yeah, and anyway, for timing, you could start on, it's a 6-month challenge, this part of it. You could start on the second to the last day and it would still be fine, because it's just for you. That's all. It's not to fit in with the group or anything. But everybody's who wants to is going to be doing the same sort of thing and encouraging each other. It's kind of neat. And it's not for a little, like a crash diet or something. It's for an upgraded lifestyle. So somebody was starting to look at what they did every day and how they wanted to change it, and they asked me, honestly, what do you think is a good amount to say is okay to drink of alcohol every day? And I'd say, why would you want to drink alcohol? Like, I'm just trying to think of that. You don't drink it for nutrition, because this thing about red wine being good for you, I think that is, see, I'll keep it polite, not entirely correct. Because the good thing in the red wine is the red grapes, okay? Not the alcohol. That's a brain cell killer. Why do you want to kill your brain cells? You probably need your brain, okay? So it's just, I'm encouraging you to start thinking on your own, not according to the way you think everybody else thinks, because who cares about that? Even if everyone else in the solar system disagrees with you, who cares? You have to be true to yourself, okay? And get in touch with spirit, and that's the bottom line for everything, okay? So let's see, how much weed killer do you want to drink every day? What's the exact right amount? Oh yeah, 0. How much alcohol, which is good for motor fuel if the engine's set for it. In fact, it was used before gasoline, actually, and has a number of advantages if the engine's built for it. But it's not really very good as a drink or a food, because it kills your cells, which you need to have your body working. The only reason I can think of is if you want to dull your brain, and that's called a drug. And the reason you would want to take drugs is to become unaware of what's bothering you. And that is the opposite of the whole point of this challenge. Become aware of what is bothering you so you can fix it and think of what you want instead. And if you get back to your normal state that you're designed for, it's so much better than any drug could ever imagine. Drugs become a joke, whether they're alcohol, cigarettes, over-the-counter drugs, medical drugs. Go to your doctor and get all the drugs. I have to say that, okay? So we're not giving medical advice. Just get whatever drug they say you should have. But I'm not a medical doctor, so I can just tell you my opinion is the farther you can get away from drugs, the better, in a healthy way. And doing things that will build up over time and make you sick is not a good way to not need drugs. So try to think in a fresh way about everything, just really simple. And the answer to the alcohol question, if you want to use normal reasoning, is why would you ever want to drink it? Why would you ever want to inhale particles that will turn your lungs black? In other words, cigarettes or marijuana or anything like that. It's not brilliant. So who cares if everybody's doing it? It doesn't matter. Be true to yourself. And then you find out gradually, if you do that, that what yourself is something incredible. That's where we're going. So hope you can relate to that. Those are the two main questions I'm going to leave before it starts raining again. And if you want to join us in the club, you know where to go. LostArtsRadio.com/club. If you don't want to do that, just watch for these free videos. And watch our show on Saturday afternoon, 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern. That's live stream. And that's just a review of some of the events during the week in the news. And then the club meeting is a little bit after that at 6 o'clock Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. And if you feel like really upgrading your whole life and talking about it in full without worrying about, you know, public restrictions, censorship, stuff like that, come to the club. It's a private atmosphere. It's really nice. And if you want to, then I'll meet you there on Saturday. Otherwise, I'll see you at the next video.